Hello, everyone. Najit Patel here, co-founder of Highview Solutions. Thank you for joining us today. Many of you as Google Workspace admins know the struggle of maintaining consistent professional email signatures across your organization. It's a crucial element of branding and communication, yet without dedicated signature management in the admin console, it can become quite challenging. Juggling individual settings, ensuring brand compliance, and keeping everyone on the same page can be time consuming, at times frustrating. That's where Signature Manager for Gmail comes in. We built this solution because we, like many admins, felt the gaping hole in the admin console when it comes to managing email signatures. We wanted a simpler, smarter way to control, centralize, manage, and streamline email communication for everyone. Now, I'd like to introduce our sales engineer extraordinaire, Jacobo Lopez, who will walk you through the features and show you how Signature Manager can fill that missing piece in your Google Workspace.
Thanks, Narjit. I'm excited to dive into the key features of our Signature Manager for Gmail app. Um, so you can find it, and let's dive into that first. So you can find it by going to our webpage. So if you go to highviewsolutions.com, then it's under our resources and then Signature Manager for Gmail. Then you can click on install or simply go to the Google Workspace Marketplace and then look for Signature Manager for Gmail. Click on install, follow the steps on authorizing the scopes that we request, and that's it. So you are going to see that this must be installed by a workspace admin. That's a requirement. So if you are just an end user, you have to contact your administrator to get this installed domain wide. So once you've clicked install, you can simply just log into the application, and then that's going to take you to Signature Manager. I already have a couple of templates under my templates. So I'm just going to show you how to get a new template done, and then we'll take a look at the existing templates. Here's the main page where you are going to be working on for the main part. So this specifies what domain name you're working on. This is the primary domain, but if you have any secondary domains, you can of course get signatures applied for those domains too, as long as you have a mailbox created, of course. This is the scope of what you are applying signatures to. So you can apply this to all users in the organization. If you do that, then you get a nice warning message saying that this cannot be undone. So just make sure you do want to apply this to all users in the organization. Otherwise, you have the ability to apply this to individual accounts. So you can select G Suite admin, and then that will have the G Suite admin account listed here in our case. For now, I'm going to remove it. Next, you can select by groups. So if you have specific groups, and we highly recommend having a naming convention. So if this is groups or teams like sales, marketing, uh, human resources, then try to name it accordingly and do not add members and different groups. Otherwise, you are going to be overriding their signature if they belong to multiple groups. And then if you select multiple groups to have signatures applied, especially if you do it automatically, which I will show you in a moment. But again, so group, then we might want to apply this to only users in Europe. And then any member that belongs to this Europe-users at highviewdev.com, they'll get any specific templates we select for that specific user group. I'm sorry. So next is organizational units. If you have your workspace account structured by org units, you can again go here, and maybe we want to do this for the sales team, and then we have already a nice template, or we just want to create a new template for the sales team. So this is just the scope. to which you can apply signatures to. Then we have templates. So you can find custom templates that you've created. Creating templates is as simple as going to the editor and then start a new template. So we could just grab maybe a full name from the placeholders under details. And if you want to take a look at what placeholders are and examples, you can see here. This is all coming from the workspace user directory. So highly recommended. Try to have as many fields updated as possible so you can have employee ID, employee name, employee title, and so on. So you can get a quick idea of what placeholders are here. Employee address. All right, so let's close that down and we'll build one pretty quick here. So employee name, then we want to do employee address. Let's add a space, just a job title, and then add a space. And we want to do a department maybe. And then we already have the department. And we might just want to add a profile picture here. So we are just going to drop that there. And we got something going on here pretty quick. And employee name and email address. And then maybe just rearrange this pretty quick here like that. So you see we have John Doe, the email address and title and the team or department. So you've created a signature pretty quick here. That looks nice. And then you can save this as a template. So we're going to save this as a template. We're going to call it sales demo. And we can save it. This is going to take you to your templates, the ones you've already saved. So I have a few of them already created. And this is the most recent one I just saved. This one's active. And active means you can apply this signature every 24 hours. So in case your team members have manually updated something and you just want to have a consistent signature applied all the time, then this will update their signature every 24 hours. So making sure every signature gets or keeps consistent. So this is a new feature we have, and it's going to be part of our paid subscription. You can find more about pricing or the subscription model in our webpage later on. All right, so that's templates. If you do want to take a look at somebody's signature, you can retrieve that here where it says load an existing signature, which is pretty handy. And you even might want to use that as a template. So chances are somebody has already come up with a nice signature like this one. There's a nice profile picture here. It's got the username, title, and company name, website, and so on. So even social links, which by the way, if you scroll here, you can just navigate here through multiple options. You have social media links. This should be consistent across all users, reflecting the company brand. So you can just simply add the YouTube channel. So we could just call it HighView Solutions for now. And that is already saved. We can add that in, give it some space in, and that looks pretty neat. So we can now save this template and we'll call it social media links and save it. So that's already added to our template gallery. All right, so that was pretty quick. You can also manage multiple users. So this is a nice feature we recently added and will be launched soon in January. So you can have multiple user accounts as managers in this signature manager for Gmail application. So instead of you as an admin being the only one with the task of updating signatures every time you have to onboard somebody, then you can delegate access to a different user account in your organization, even if that person doesn't have admin privileges, which is very nice. Oh, and by the way, I was forgetting. If you go to the scope and let's say you have somebody that has been recently hired and then you are in the onboarding process, you don't have to update their signature individually. So if you already have a template, all you need to do is go to this template gallery. This is already active. And then if this is applied to a group rather than a single user, then that within the next 24 hours will be actually applied to that newly onboarded account. So removing the hassle of doing that manually or trying to remember that you still have that pending task in your list of daily activities. So that's it for today. We'll be uploading more videos describing this in more depth, but for now, you can also visit the FAQ section if you have any additional questions or leave us a comment. Bye.